XRP on this fine morning is on the move and pumping as we speak, guys. Okay, so this is huge. It seems like we're on the verge, guys, and everything that I'm seeing on my timeline right now is giving me flashbacks to the pump where XRP was traveling to around $3. Okay, here comes Crypto Bitlord. He's back again talking about XRP. XRP is about to go parabolic, and even an orangutan can see that. Imagine being in crypto for years and being too dumb to actually own it, right? Now, the reason why people won't own XRP is because of their own ego. And a lot of people still hate XRP. Now, here's where things get spicy, okay? This is why it seems like everyone is bullish again. Crypto, a Bitcoin maxi, is posting his trades on Twitter saying our XRP trade is exploding, right? So he just went long when XRP's price was $2.27, and he's on 11x, position size 1 million. So he's putting money where in his mouth, guys, or where his mouth is, and he's betting that XRP is going to go higher. Remember, these people once hated XRP, I believe. If the people who hated XRP are turning bullish on it, that means they're obviously extremely bullish, probably more bullish than you are, even though you were here for years now, right, waiting for XRP to explode. But the reason why they're longing, which is risky in the first place, but the reason why they're longing is because they see potential here. Then he just tweeted XRP double down 2 million position size. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing to joke about. He upped his entry price to $2.30, estimated liquidation price $2.16. You know how close that is to 230, right? 217. That's extremely close. He doubled it. It's getting dangerous, but in a good way, because if this thing flies, if XRP starts flying, this is going to be a crazy trade. Literally, it's going to be a very insane trade. Imagine XRP flies, and we know it does, right? It moves vertically. It's going to go ballistic, guys. So on Twitter, I'm seeing what I saw when XRP was going to $3. Okay, that happened. That didn't happen for months. When XRP topped, all that bullishness that I saw from other communities just like vanished. But now it seems like they're slowly getting pulled back in, guys, into the XRP community. Why? It's probably about to explode, right? That's it has to be that. What? $500 million worth of XRP just moved in one transaction. That's 200 million XRP from Uphold to a fresh new wallet. And guess what? The fee was non-existent. Speed instant, only possible on the XRP ledger, right? So let's see here. Destination, interesting. A wallet outside of an exchange, I believe. Okay. Withdrawing. So it seems like whales, literally $500 million, by the way, of XRP was just moved from an exchange out of, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So to me, this looks like whales are extremely bullish as well. Okay, so now we're starting to see positive bullish catalysts that may propel XRP to go higher. Why? Because people are front running. The reason why XRP is pumping right now, right? Because look at this. Bitcoin isn't even pumping that crazy. It's kind of stable, but XRP is on the move. When you see XRP on the move, that means somebody on the inside is trying to front run, right? He's trying to make bank or money, guys, a lot of money, right? And that's why XRP is pumping as we speak. Okay. Why? The AC's government drops appeal in tornado cash lawsuit. Isn't it funny how the SEC is dropping every lawsuit known to mankind in the crypto industry except one, which is the Ripple case, right? Why is that the case? Obviously, to time it perfectly. So it makes sense to me that the next in line is to drop everything on the Ripple case, guys. Right? In the Ripple case, just drop it all and then give the greatest green light that XRP has ever been given, right? So it seems like somebody could be front running these sorts of news here. Remember, there are insiders out there, right? Some of them are real, but some are fake. And I'm guessing why XRP pumping right now is because there's some type of white swan event news that's going to be popping up out of nowhere suddenly soon. Breaking like this. Japanese credit card users can now exchange your reward points for crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. SBI's A Plus card is first to launch a crypto rewards program within Japan's credit card ecosystem. Okay, so basically, it seems like Japanese people can now exchange their credit card points, their reward points, for XRP, right, and a few other cryptos, like the majors. That's more adoption in my eyes, right? That's fantastic news. That means, okay, so let's say somebody has a lot of reward points. Would you rather use that on something else, right? That would be instant gratification, or put that into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and especially XRP, where you know that will 10 times more in the future, not too distant future, right? So obviously, these people in Japan are going to start exchanging their reward points for XRP, in my opinion. Another bullish catalyst, and that means money will be flooding in. But there's something big on the horizon, and that's tomorrow. Something big is coming for XRP on July 9th. Mark your calendars, XRP holders. The game is about to change. What is? Well, Ripple CEO breaks silence ahead of pivotal crypto hearing. Look what's going on here, guys. So basically, Brett Garlinghouse said he's honored by a recent invitation to testify before the Senate Banking Committee. Okay, then coming down here, Garlinghouse has called for passing constructive crypto market structure legislation, arguing that it is crucial for ushering in a new era of innovation. Okay, guys. So what's happening here is, tomorrow, Garlinghouse attending this meeting, which will usher in a new era of innovation, right? Propelling clarity for the crypto market. But recently, the Senate Banking Committee confirmed that the Clarity Act, the Market Structure Bill, the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, and Genius Act, which was recently passed by the Senate, would all be considered during the week of July 14th, which is, again, the start of next week. Right, so this is why XRP is on the move, because probably someone has sniffed out what's upcoming here, right? Or someone's just betting large, it seems to me. Now, he's not kidding though, because we have some historic times right around the corner. Pass crypto law before August. Now remember the saying, so it seems like the law is about to get green lit in the month of August, or soon, very soon. Remember the saying, price before law. If that's the case, that means price is going to be on the rise this month. Literally, it has to go up right before law enters. So with the House out of session this week due to a scheduling change following the passage of the One Big Beautiful Bills, the Senate is turning its attention back to crypto. On Wednesday, the Senate Banking Committee will hold a hearing on establishing a regulatory framework for the $3 trillion digital asset industry, and is also expected to release a discussion draft detailing its approach to market structure reform later this week. And look at this. Both the hearing and the draft release align with the committee's goal of introducing market structure legislation before the August recess. Leadership is planning votes on the Senate stablecoin bill, the Genius Act, which is expected to pass and head to President Trump's desk. So all these bullish bills are about to get passed, guys. Right? This is not a time to play around. Literally not a time to play around when all this money, when clarity strikes, all that money from the people who had doubt is about to flood in like never before. Not to mention more green lights from the SEC. This is how I know the case is about to be dropped literally next week. The SEC has acknowledged Grayscale's amended filing to convert its large cap fund into a spot crypto ETF, which includes the coins such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano. Guess what? Now XRP is in the basket of a spot crypto ETF, right? Yeah, it's a bundle, yes, and it's weighted differently. Bitcoin is obviously the biggest weight, has the biggest weight in the basket. Then comes next Ethereum, then XRP, Solana, and Cardano. But if I were them, if I was Grayscale, I would actually bump XRP ahead of Ethereum minimum, right? Because Ethereum is to me an S coin, but at the end, Grayscale knows that Ethereum is the king of altcoins right now, which will lead altcoin season, So that's not a bad sign in my opinion as well. But later on, I think what I do believe is later on, when XRP starts literally flying, they're gonna put more weight on XRP than the other coins in the basket. That's just my opinion. But this is so bullish, guys, right? So this coming live, if not already has been, now Matt Hogan says the most fascinating thing about this guidance is that it exists. The SEC is looking for a general rule it can apply to all listings, and currently is going back and forth on precise wordings with the exchanges. Wow, so things are going to get easier for coins and projects in the near future. Remember when Crypto.com CEO said XRP ETFs are going to attract $8 billion of inflows in 2026? What? This is literally the head of a big exchange telling you that XRP ETFs will reign supreme next year. This and next year.
Next couple of years, I think altcoins that have strong flows will outperform. I don't know if you guys seen this, but there's a forecast saying that the ETF for XRP is going to attract 8 billion of inflows next year. So you can imagine what kind of impact that may have.
Wow. So they're timing it perfectly. I know it. Imagine all this news suddenly floods the market. That much money. Wait, we're talking about $8 billion? Right? Liquidity isn't even that crazy as well. Later it will be. But, and that's just from ETFs. Imagine the money printing. Imagine from the institutions. Imagine from literally everything else. That's how XRP is going to go to $100. I'm not kidding here.
And in terms of what we're doing, I think we have a very clear, differentiated, exciting strategy that nobody else is pursuing and nobody else can compete with us on. That's very unique. So we will build it, and I hope you guys join along for the ride next couple of years.
An insider said this, by the way. Right? Exchanges are literally what makes a price, if you didn't notice by now. So there it is. I'll be prepared. I want to see XRP's price before I do leave. But look at this. Why is Crypto.com down? It's still 229.13, huh? It's probably gonna move up, guys. Are you ready? I am. It's gonna get crazy. That's why I said it's exciting season now. No sleep season has begun. Let's begin. No, beneath your vice. What is this? See you.